So today is day one. I've just picked up the Mounjaro from Boots, and to be honest, I kind of felt like everyone was staring at me, even though they obviously weren't. But I think I was a bit embarrassed. But at the same time, do you know what I mean? Like, do what works for you. I am a bit nervous. I've heard a lot of mixed reviews, and I am a bit worried. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't. I weighed myself a few days ago, and I think I weighed 13 stone. Or 13 stone 1, something like that. So I started again in January. I got a personal trainer, so I've started doing weights, and I've started going to the gym at least twice a week, but I'm aiming for 4 times, but that doesn't always happen. I've been doing well with the exercise since January, and I've been getting my steps in every day, doing like 10,000 to 20,000 steps. But I am struggling with my eating, and I am meal prepping now, because there was a few weeks when if I don't meal prep it all goes out the window. I'm going to give myself the first injection today. I'm going to hope for the best, because I am really nervous, and you know, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but let's just try it. I know a lot of people have opinions on it, which, you know, it's fair enough, you're entitled to your own opinion. I'm a bit scared because I don't like dragging myself with anything. I don't really want to inject myself. I'll break it. I hate injecting myself. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was horrifying. Have I done it right? Week 1. It's the Grand National Day, and the reason that's relevant for this video is because I saw the bets online, and you know when you can bet on the horses or whatever, and it said the weight, and it was like these horses, and it was like 10 stone 11, like 10 stone 8, and I was like, oh my god, like, do I weigh more than a Grand National horse? And then my dad was like, no, that's the weight that they carry, you idiot. So I literally thought, I was nearly about crying earlier, because I thought I weighed more than a Grand National horse. But I don't, apparently. Apparently that's the weight they carry on him to weigh him down. I don't know how it works. I'm not a horse person. I'm not a horse girl. I lost 6 pounds in the first week. So I went from 13 stone to 12 stone 8. Obviously, I think a lot of that is probably water weight. The week before I started Mounjaro, I was eating loads. Like, you know, I think I'd just given up. Like, I was just in such a rut. And I was just eating loads, you know, going out for drinks. I just wasn't caring. And I was eating last week, like the week before I started, I was munching. So I think a lot of the 6 pounds that I lost in the first week is probably water weight. I'm not counting my chickens or anything, but I'm still happy with that. And I am still pleased. Obviously, I'm not going to get my hopes up. I'm not going to be like, oh, this is amazing. I don't want to speak too soon. So I took my shot on about 3:30 on the Thursday. The next day I woke up, I went to the gym. Granted, I was tired, but I thought, let's put in the work. Normally I'm ravenous. Normally I wake up and I'm starving. I'm like, here we go. Like, I'm thinking about food. I'm like, what can we eat? And I wasn't bothered. And I thought, I didn't want to, I was like, this is too good to be true. And I was able to go do a big food shot around Aldi, you know, wheel my little trolley past the cakes. Wasn't bothered. That Cuthbert the Caterpillar or whatever, see you later, mate. Not interested. And that's a really big thing for me, and it was lovely. And that stayed. That has stayed, and I just hope it keeps staying. The food noise. People talk about the food noise, and until I started going on Mounjaro blogs and Mounjaro communities and stuff like that, I didn't realise that other people don't have this food noise and that they don't think about food all the time. So it's 5:32. I'm just about to leave for the gym. I don't know what I'm in the mood to do, so we'll have a look and see. Probably nothing, but you've got to give it a bash, haven't you? And then I'm just hoping it'll get me rejuvenated for the day. My back still feels a bit delicate. Like, I would do yoga, but I refuse to do it in public. Like, I'm not doing it where people can see me. Because in the morning, the past like 3 mornings or so when I've been to the gym, there's been this man, and he's been like built as, And I don't know what he's doing, like super circuits. My sister introduced me to that concept the other day. Or like basically he goes on like every machine and he's massive, like really built. And he'll like sprint on the treadmill, and then he'll like do like 10 pull-ups, and then he'll like, and I'm basically embarrassed to be in the same room as him. I don't want him to see me doing the sleeping child's pose or whatever it is. Day 1 of week 2. I'm quite impressed so far, but obviously you don't want to hold your breath, do you? Like, we're not going to count our chickens. So yeah, I did the hips in and out today as well. I've been branching out. I'm scared someone's going to come in. That's why I keep looking. Like the hip, well, basically it didn't have a sign on, but I'm assuming it's hip abductor when you go like that, because the other one was called hip adductor. That really hurt, mate. I'm not going to lie, but I'm hoping the hip abductor works your bum. Because to be fair, I've already got like quite a good bum, but you know, there's no harm in getting it better. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, no, I've done, my triceps are aching, my little tries. I've done a bit of I'll tell you what I've done later. I'll go through it all later. Because there's some early rises, you see, at the gym, and I want to do the machines that I did yesterday, but I don't want people watching me, and I'm scared like the big muscly CrossFit guy is going to be, you know, in. So I wanted to go early, but then I snoozed my alarm, so now it's like 5:15, and I'm scared I'm already too late. So I think I might have been a bit too enthusiastic. I've pulled my groin, and I think I've pulled my left thigh as well. I don't know if you can tell that it's hurting. I'll update you later. I'm too scared now. I think it's just keeping me sort of on track, really, just talking to my little phone. And I don't know, it's nice, isn't it? So I just thought I'd give it a go and just see. And I think it will keep me accountable. If I continue to do it, you never know, do you? Like, I might just pack it in on like tomorrow. Like, I was quite proud of myself. I did the lat pull downs, I did the hip machines, I did the tricep machines, and then I did walk around and have a look at some of the machines that I didn't know how to use. Some of them didn't have instructions though, and I was too embarrassed to ask anyone, but we are going to branch out. If you want to know how the food noise is going, I literally had a dream that I ate a massive Toby Carvery, and then that I had a giant Easter egg, and when my alarm went off I was dreaming about that. So, and I was gutted. I actually tried to go back to bed for another 10 minutes so that I could have that Toby Carvery one more time. But I didn't go back into dream world, unfortunately. I do need to listen to my body. My body's telling me, like, babe, you're tired and you want a Toby Carvery. I am worried about loose skin, because last time when I lost 55 pounds, to be fair, it wasn't my arms, my bingo wings, actually. You could really tell there. I had a lot of loose skin on my arms, and I've kept that throughout. So I'm really worried about that, and I'm worried about my tummy mainly, like loose skin on my tummy. But you know what, we're only like £7 down or something, so I need to calm down, and like, you're thinking ahead a bit, babe. I think going to the gym is really benefiting me, just from a mental health perspective, like purely, and obviously, you know, I can feel the burn, so it must be doing something. It's like, is it safe to walk by yourself? Absolutely not. But I'm just hoping that I'm too heavy for them to grab me. So if they grab me, I'll just be stuck to the spot and they won't be able to physically move me, is my hope. And to be honest, for me, so far, it's been a game changer. Like, honestly, when I tell you the food noise and the alcohol noise, like, it's a blessing. I'm about to take my 3rd dose of Mounjaro. I'm going to put it in my thigh because you're meant to rotate injection sites. And I've already used, like, right and left stomach area. Even though there's enough stomach to go round, I'm just going to go to my thigh because I'm scared of using my thigh. Right, now we're going to take the needle out before I pass out. Now that was quite traumatic for me because I've never done it in my thigh before. I do feel a bit lightheaded, but I think that's just because I'm a bit of a drama queen. It is now the end of week 2 of my Mounjaro journey so far, or like whatever you want to call it, my Mounjaro experience. So I'm still on 2.5 milligrams. I am going to go up to 5 milligrams in 2 weeks' time, and I'm looking forward to that. I do feel quite, not alone, you do feel like we're doing something a bit different, aren't you? And everyone's got an opinion on it. Just like everyone's got an opinion on anything, especially when you're fat. Everyone's got an opinion. Just you existing when you're fat, people have opinions on it. So, at the end of week 2, I currently stand at 12 stone 5. And I'm excited to get under 12 stone because I can't remember the last time that I have. I'm now entering my 6th week on Mounjaro. Since January this year, I have really achieved a lot in terms of confidence and just, you know, just things that before I would never have even dreamt of doing. And that's before I even started the Mounjaro. 25th of April was my 4th Mounjaro shot of 2.5 milligrams. Friday the 3rd of May was when I took my first shot of 5 milligrams. And if I'm being perfectly honest with you, it was absolutely fine. If you're someone that's never struggled with food noise, or if you're someone that's never really struggled with being overweight or being obese, you can speak to people about it, but they're not going to get it. And like, that's no disrespect to them, but they don't understand, like, food noise to people that have never experienced food noise. That's an alien concept. So obviously my stomach, I literally never get my stomach out anyway. Like, if I had to go to the doctor and they were like, can I feel your tummy? I'd be like, you'd better do it through the top, hun. I'd be mortified if I had to go to the doctor and like physically show them my stomach, which I know is bad. My stomach for me is I feel really uncomfortable around it. And I don't like the look of my stomach. I don't like the fat rolls. It's always been a thing for me, because I carry most of my weight in the stomach. I've just done my 6th shot there. So 4 weeks on the 2.5, I lost 15 pounds. And then my 5th week, so my first week on the 5 milligrams, I also lost 3 pounds. So as it stands now, I am currently 11 stone 10. So in 5 weeks since I've started Mounjaro, or 5 weeks, 3 days, or whatever, if you want to be exact, I have lost 18 pounds. In total this year, I've lost 24 pounds. I know this is really bad, because I know that we shouldn't link our worth to our weight. That it shouldn't happen, but we all know it does happen, because society, since I've been born, like, everyone knows, like, society hates fat people, and being fat isn't attractive, in inverted commas. You can't get away from it when you're fat. Like, you see it everywhere. You see it in films, like, there's the funny fat friend that's just there as a joke. You see it in media. You see celebrities promoting thinness and all of this, and you can't get away from how being fat is bad. And so I do think, like, I have just kind of got a bit more confidence, and I've started, this is really bad, but I think I've gained a bit of self-respect. Like, don't get me wrong, I've only lost 18 pounds, 24 pounds this year. Like, I have lost a lot more in the past. Obviously it hasn't stayed off, because we're in this situation now, but just the way I feel, like, I feel more confident. And especially I've really noticed this in the gym, because before, like, I was terrified to go to the gym, and I'd only go and I'd do like half hour on the treadmill, and I wouldn't run. I'd be scared I was going to go flying off the treadmill, or I'd be scared people would be watching me and laughing at me. And do you know what I mean? Like, a lot of it is in your head, but you do see like TikToks and stuff of, like, because I'm glad that Joey Swole gets involved, because you do see some gym people like recording people. That would be my fear, that someone would be recording me at the gym and laughing at me. But I have sort of, like, as I've lost weight, and I think as the food noise is gone, I am able to do a workout without being starving after, and without thinking, oh, like, what can I eat next? What can I eat next? And also, like, I've just felt a lot more comfortable walking into the gym, and I felt a lot more hopeful, because this is a size 16, and it does feel a bit loose, but I don't think I'd be able to fit into a size 14 at the minute, because I honestly I haven't bought any size 14 clothes in about 4 years. It's been 16, 18, and once I hit a size 18, thing is, I haven't worn jeans in years. Don't remember the last time I wore a pair of jeans. Don't remember the last time I bought a pair of jeans. Like, once I hit a size 16, it wasn't even 18. I've just worn joggers and leggings for about 3 years now. I think I am slowly gaining a bit of confidence, and I don't want to jinx it, because, I'm nowhere near, like, just between us girlies, I have started to gain a bit of confidence, and men and non-binary and whoever, whatever. But, like, I am starting to feel a bit better about myself, and I think I was just in such a low place for such a long time, like, so I don't know, let's not jinx it. We're only into week 6, like, let's not be silly, let's not get our hopes up, because it could all come crashing down. I do go on holiday in a few weeks, so I am getting quite anxious, because it's going to be really hot, and other than this, I don't have any clothes. I don't like buying new clothes for myself, not only because it's a challenge to find them, but anything that shows, like, even me little flappy arms, or like me thighs, like anything, especially the belly, anything that shows the belly, I feel so uncomfortable. But as it's getting hotter now, I'm like, I can't wear my tracky bottoms all the time, my hoodie, do you know what I mean? I can't keep hiding. Last week, at the end of week 6, I hadn't lost anything in week 6, but I had lost 18 pounds in total in 6 weeks. I weighed in, and I had lost 3 pounds in week 7. So that brings my total to 21 pounds in 7 weeks. I'm 11 stone 7 at the end of week 7, but my BMI, I think, has gone down from like 37 point something at the beginning of this year to 32 point something at the minute. So I am still in the obese category, but it is slowly creeping down, and so hopefully soon I will no longer be formally obese. Went to my weightlifting class this morning, really enjoyed it. Although the guy, like, basically my back is hurting. Like, it's weird because when I do like barbell squats or when I do stuff, my back hurts. When I lift dumbbells, my back hurts. And he was trying to get me to do a heavy weight. He was like, come on, like, the point of this class is to make you get stronger. And I said to him, I was like, you're going to take those weights off that bar. Like, I'm not doing it. I said, I'm not doing it. I was like, for the next round, you're getting me a lighter weight, because it feels like my spine is like compressing and my back hurts. I'm like, this ain't right. Like, you know, I'm all for like pump it up and like, come on ladies, let's go. But I'm not hurting myself. I'm not getting some compression fracture because you want me to lift a heavier barbell, hun. Because the thing is, people at work and like my mates and everything, they haven't really said anything. And I'm kind of like, guys, £21, like £21, guys. Do you know what I mean? And also, I lost £6 before I started Mounjaro, so I'm like, I've lost £27 this year, and nobody said anything. So it is quite disheartening. Like, obviously, I'm doing it for me, but it'd be nice if someone was like, oh, like, I'm going to keep doing it for myself. I'm not going to be doing it for anyone else. And now, at the end of week 10, I'm 11 stone 3. So I've lost £3 in week 10, which I'm very happy about. Week 10 also happens to be my first week on the 7.5 milligrams. So I've just took my second shot of the 7.5 milligrams on Friday night. In the first week of 7.5, I didn't really feel like as good an effect, or I feel like I didn't really feel anything. I'm not going to lie, I haven't really been prioritising my fruit and veg. 5 a day has gone out the window, so I really need to start looking at that. Like the other day I bought a pack of like massive Wodja bananas, whatever you call them, like a tribe of bananas. They all went black on the side. Like I didn't touch them because I didn't know, I just wasn't in the mood. So I need to definitely up my fruit and veg intake. To be fair, so far I've noticed a big difference. I kind of felt like the first week I was like, has the shot gone in? But this week, obviously it's only been, because it's Sunday today, so it's only been 2 days since I've took it. But I have noticed the appetite suppression has come back, which I'm really happy about. On scale victories this week, to be honest, the big one for me is Monday through Thursday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I didn't go to the gym and I didn't beat myself up about it. I felt horrible, I felt tired, I felt like my body needed a rest, and I gave my body a rest. But the good thing about that is when I went back on Friday, I didn't like overexert myself or like go too hard to make up for it. But normally, like in the past, if I hadn't been to the gym for a few days, I'd never go again. I think that is a positive. 1, I've allowed myself to rest, and 2, I've bounced back from it and I've been like, right, and I've not just thought, oh, pack it in then, like I'll never exercise again, which is what the pattern normally is for me. I'll go hard for like a week or 2 and then I won't exercise in 6 months. So I am happy. I've not allowed myself to have an all or nothing mentality with the gym so far, which I'm very proud of. At the end of my week 10 update, I think I was 11 stone 3 pounds. At the end of week 11, I can happily say that I am now 11 stone. Lost 3 pounds in week 11, which I'm really happy about. I feel like my weight loss is kind of going to slow down, because I don't think the 3 pounds this week, I think that's because sort of the week before that, I'd been on holiday, so I've been drinking loads and eating loads. My body kind of just had a bit of a reset. But it is a bit disheartening, because I was hoping like a few more pounds and I'll be into the overweight category. But no, I'm still officially obese. But that's okay. You know, hopefully it won't be too much longer. But it is a bit like, Here's the changing rooms. I don't know why I'm zooming in like I'm not National Geographic, but I thought it looked cool. Here's me showing my little gym outfit. The top is my dad's. I think he got it free from work when he used to work for whatever phone company that is. The leggings are Primark. They used to be all... Right, I thought my bum looked better than that. I'm not going to lie. I was trying to record to see how my bum actually looks to other people, and I'm not very impressed. I'm just double checking that it doesn't look better. These are my ripped Primark shoes. Look, I've been trying to give it a more cardio focus. I mean, to be fair, I haven't been trying that hard. I think I look quite cute here. This is me pushing that, which is heavier than it looks, by the way, so I can come and step on it by the camera. That was enough in itself. Here's me doing some star jumps, and then here's me getting embarrassed thinking people can see me, so I'm moving. I quite like the look of that scrunchie in my hair, I'm not going to lie. Here's me doing some more star jumps. I actually, at one point, did 50 at a time. Oh, more back pain. There we go. Honestly, I'm really like an old bit. Do I have a hunchback there? Would you tell me if I did? Am I like the hunchback in Notre Dame? What is that bit on my back? More high knees. I do this all the time, and it just really hurts. I'm trying to crack my back. Oh, what am I doing here? Right, I'm ready. Also, I did like 200 of these steps the other day, step on, step off. That was knackering. To be fair, I quite like how my hair looks there. You can't really see my bum, but I look quite big there, actually, in a negative way. Obviously, you don't do it for the external validation, but I think when you're having those rubbish weeks and when you're having those days where you're just fed up and you're just like, ugh, £34 since January and not a peep, like, that's fine. I'm just hoping by the time that I get to £50 someone notices, because obviously I'm doing it for me, but one of my things is whenever I look in the mirror I still see the size I was in January. So the external validation wouldn't go amiss. I'm not gonna lie, it wouldn't go amiss. It would be nice. These are really difficult. I think you're probably meant to keep your bum down like in a plank position, but I found this really difficult. Although, to be fair, my bum does have some shape there. What am I doing now? Oh, this. I can only do 5 of these at a time. Okay, that obviously one, I don't think it's meant to look like that. I thought I was doing it right, but now I look back at the video, I'm like, I don't think it's meant to be like that, babe. Is my top part meant to come up more? I'm not really sure. Honestly, my arms are really weak. They're far too weak for what they should be. I think last time I lost weight, I just lost all my muscle mass. I'm just having a bit of a rest there and looking around to make sure no one can see me. Look, I've got the grace of a mountain goat. Yeah, see, I need to work on that, but that is a really good core workout because that was really hurting my tummy, I'm not going to lie. But to be honest, I look completely ridiculous doing it, so that is quite embarrassing actually when I look back. Just having a bit of a rest, doing these again because it's the only ab workout that I kind of feel comfortable that I know how to do, even though no doubt someone will be like, you're not doing it properly. What am I doing here? Showing off my bum? No, a cat stretch again to try and help my back. Is that a burpee? Yeah, go on, babe. Thing is, I am going to try and increase my stamina at burpees, and I need to increase my cardio in general, to be honest, because when I go upstairs at work, I'm still knackered, and like I get really breathless, and it's a bit concerning because I'm in my 20s. I think I'm tucking myself in. What am I going to do? What am I preparing myself for here? Is it mountain climbers? Is it? Yeah, there we go. To be honest, I kind of like my bum there. But I think you're meant to be sort of more in a plank position, not have your arse up in the air like that. Look at me looking around to see if anyone's watching me. I was really embarrassed, especially because I found it really difficult and I just couldn't really do it properly. So that's a whole 3 months now that I've been on Mounjaro, which that's quite shocking. Not shocking, but like it's gone quickly, and I mean that in a good way. Like I haven't felt like it's been a struggle on the most part. And I'm honestly really grateful that 3 months ago I did make the decision to start. So week 12, how much weight have I lost? So currently I am about 10 stone 12, which means that I've lost 2 pounds in week 12, which brings my total up to 30 pounds lost in 3 months or 12 weeks. Really grateful. So I've lost 30 pounds since April the 4th, which was my Mounjaro starting date. I am still in the obese category though, because I feel like I say this every video, I'm 4'11". I want everyone to know that I'm 4'11". My mate said that apparently Sabrina Carpenter is 4'11" as well. Not saying that we're both very talented and pretty, but just saying. So 4'11", which means that sadly I am still in the obese category. Currently about 10 stone 12, which is still in the obese category. Oh no, but, well, I was about to say it's a non-scale victory, but it's completely a scale victory. I don't think I've been in the 10 stones since 2019 or 2020.